Okay, so what we're going to do now is create the bone shape for the root bone. So go ahead and click on this armature. Make sure that you are in pose mode, and over here this should be on median point, and here I'm just going to keep this on local. Now go to the data tab and just enable the layer which has the root bone. Now press the 7 key to go to your top view and just go ahead and zoom out. Now click on this bone. Do Shift S and do cursor to selected. Do Shift A, and here we're just going to add a circle. Make sure that the fill type is nothing and the vertices are at 32. Press the tab key to go into edit mode and press the A key to deselect. Now you're going to press the C key, and with your circle select, just go ahead and just select all these vertices, right click to get out of it, do X and delete all these vertices. Now here what we're going to do is use the mirror modifier to mirror across the x-axis and the y-axis. So go ahead and go to the modifiers. Over here you're going to add the mirror, clipping, click over here and make sure you click on Y. Okay, now the thing to keep in mind about this is that you can actually click on any of these vertices over here, but the movement is only going to happen where the 3D manipulator is, right? So if I click on this vertex and press the G key, this makes sense, right? But if you move your mouse over here and click this and press the G key, it's not going to make sense because it's going in all these different directions. This is because you always have to look at where the 3D manipulator is, right? So meaning that you want to hover your mouse where the 3D manipulator is to move these vertices. That's just how the mirror modifier is working. So what we want to do is go ahead and turn on snapping and zoom in. Now you only want to zoom in enough so you only get the big grid units. Press the shift key down, middle mouse button and pan over here. Go ahead and click on this vertex and press the E key and just move your mouse to the right. 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and then left click. Now press the E key and go down 1 and then 2, left click. Now press the E key again, and I'm just going to bring it up and take it to the right 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and then left click. So this gives us basically 2 arrows, right? We're going to do the same thing over here. Click over here, press the E key, come down 1, 2, 3, 4, left click, press the E key, 1, 2, left click, press the E key, come over here and 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Okay, so this gives us this shape. Now here what you want to do is press the A key. Now what we want to do is actually scale this. So make sure that the snapping is off. Now when you press the S key right now, it's just going to behave this way. This is because it's trying to scale where the 3D manipulator is. So making sure that the 3D cursor is in the center, here we're just going to switch to 3D cursor and now press the S key. Now you can scale this to anything that you want. I'm just going to scale it right about here. That looks fine to me. Now press the tab key to go into object mode. Go over here and type in w dot root and enter. Now it's important that when you're creating the bone shape for the root bone, you first move this object to its layer. Otherwise it gets a little difficult to select this. So go ahead and press the M key, and over here we're going to throw this on this layer. Okay, now go ahead and press the shift key down and turn this layer back on, and of course just click on this, hover your mouse, do Control C, and here I'm just going to zoom in, click on this root bone, go to the bone tab and just do Control V. Okay, now go ahead and just turn on this layer. Press the 1 key. Now here go ahead and go to the data tab, press the shift key down and turn on the touch bone layer. So now what you've done is completed the entire rig. Now of course, to make this a little cleaner to look at, here we can now simply go ahead and turn off the names, access, and over here under display we can actually get rid of the relationship lines. Okay, now press the 1 key. I'm just going to do Shift C to put everything over here, do Control middle mouse button and now zoom in. What you want to do is go ahead and save your file, do File, Save As, and we're going to save this as rigging lesson 05 C.blank.